Alrighty, so, why did that feel wet? My work schedule has kind of been all over the place, but cast members, when they ask for days off, like specific days off that they regularly have off, they do what's called a schedule bid. Since I started after the schedule bid, my regular days off aren't going to be 100% consistent. So I typically have Sunday, Monday off, and typically I'll like film over the weekend or during the week, and then I'll edit the videos on Monday and then have them posted and scheduled for Wednesday and then that next Sunday. And as you guys know, I typically post videos on Sunday and Wednesday. Well, because I was sick, and then because my days off haven't been consistent, and then because there's been random adulting things that Jared and I have had to do very last minute, the last month or so, my schedule has kind of been all over the place when it comes to editing and vlogging. That said, I didn't get a video up this weekend. I have a video to post, I just haven't had time to edit it. I have also, I will admit, been very into designing and practicing on my iPad. I've been trying to post on my six-toed paw prints Instagram account. I've been trying to post a picture a day or a sketch a day. So that, I will admit, has taken a lot of my time, but I am not apologizing for that because it is something that I've been very passionate about and haven't really made a priority to do it. And since I did spend a lot of money on this new iPad and this new Apple Pen, I want to actually use this equipment instead of setting it aside like I typically do, and then just not using it and then forgetting it and then not having interest in it anymore. And I'm really enjoying designing and just doodling and just having a good time, whether the designs come out right or not. So that is where my time has been. That's it. I thought I'd do a Chatty in the car vlog. I've mentioned this before. I meant to film it over the weekend when Jared and I went to Wilderness Lodge yesterday to go and hang out with some of my friends during their Super Bowl party that they were doing, and mostly because some of my friends requested me come and just kind of say hi, but I wanted to film all that and walking around, but Jared and I wanted to kind of have like a just nice, sometimes we just want to have a nice private day together without bringing you guys with us. And that's what we had yesterday, and it was a good time, and I just wanted Jared to meet my friends. Don't worry, I will definitely go and probably this weekend actually go and film seeing Wilderness Lodge and kind of like a little tour of Wilderness Lodge and kind of like what we do. But I absolutely do love working at Wilderness Lodge and doing children's activities there. I haven't had, sorry, my car was making a really weird noise. I haven't had any issues with anyone. I will say that there is one person that I have had issues with. I'm not going to say much about it just yet, but I will just say that they're typically with children's activities, it draws a certain personality. Someone who's upbeat, likes to play games with kids, likes to have fun with kids, typically someone who's very social and likes talking to people. Like that type of person is what children's activities typically draws, and that's typically what the managers want when they hire, because you do have to go through a separate interview for children's activities before they say, okay, you're good to go, because it is very much an entertainment role. We are entertaining the guests, we are leading activities, leading special events, like yesterday with the Super Bowl party, and so that requires a certain skill and comes with it a certain personality. There is one person that I have had, sorry, you're gonna vibrate for a second. There's one person that I have had issues with because I've never had to work with anyone in children's activities with her personality before, because most people have the happy-go-lucky, have a good time, play with guests personality, and this particular person has those qualities to a certain point. They do have they're coming at children's activities in a different viewpoint and going about it a completely different way than most of us, or should I say all of us, actually do. It's a bunch of, to wrap this up, because I'm kind of all over the place now, it's literally just a bunch of little things that add up that make it just difficult altogether to work with these people. There's an accident up here, and I was already running a little bit late, so this is going to be wonderful. I do love working in children's activities. I love everyone else that I work with, to be honest. The only reason why working with a certain person is an issue is because I work with them more than anybody else does, just the way our days that we work line up. And so I did have one small meltdown. It's the first major meltdown that I've had in a really long time. And it was just because I was overwhelmed, because I tried being nice to this person. I tried being aggressive with this person, like trying to lead them, because they are completely new to children's activities. They haven't even been working in children's activities for more than a month now. And whereas everybody else has been working for several months. And it's just been one big headache. And luckily with my meltdown, the managers were in the area and I was able to sit and talk with them. What is going on? Oh, they're doing something on the side of the road. But that said, my managers, like me sitting in their office crying after just a month, like they were very chill and not judgmental at all. They were very much like, this is not your fault. We think you are a hard worker and you're doing everything that you can, and you have every right to feel it the way you do. And that is the first time, and I think I talked about this in my 5-year anniversary video, but that is the first time I've had a meltdown in front of managers, especially in their office. And mind you, I was in front of all of my managers because all of my managers happen to be in the office at the same time, which does not happen often. I had a meltdown and they did not judge me, did not give me the whole, what do you want me to do? What should I do? Like confused look on their face, which has happened very often when the very few times that I've actually cried in front of managers because of my anxiety or just being overwhelmed. A lot of times they're like, I don't know what to do. What do I do? And it just makes me feel stupid, or makes me feel like I'm just making a big deal out of nothing, which I know now that's not the case. But like then, when I already felt overwhelmed, adding the fact that like I feel stupid to whatever I'm upset about makes it even worse. And so the fact that the managers were they were just so encouraging through the whole thing, and I'm talking about like the head of like recreation and the lifeguards and children's activities was in the room during this time, and then the person who hired the specific person that I was upset about, like she was also in the room and very apologetic, and it was just one of those things where I walked out of there feeling so loved and appreciated and encouraged after having a meltdown. And that was the first time that has ever happened, and that was just a great example of how awesome my leaders are and how this job is perfect for me. Yes, it's not always perfect. No job is going to be perfect, but this job is the perfect match for me. And I hope whatever ends up happening, there are some things that are going to be coming up here soon involving this person that may or may not change how I work with them, or if I work with them at all. But I hope whatever ends up happening, that I am able to figure out what to do or how to handle it. I actually have to work with this person in a couple of days, so I have to figure out, and it'll be the first day working with them since my meltdown. So we will see what ends up happening. I'm pulling up to Wilderness Lodge right now. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope if your job is difficult or you just hate your location, I hope and pray that you are able to find some sort of balance or some sort of trade-off to make it a little easier for you, or maybe consider bite that bullet, like take that jump, make that change, because children's activities has been around since I started working at Disney. And if I had just looked into it, taken that jump, taken that chance to work here at children's activities, I probably wouldn't have ended up at Wilderness Lodge, and I probably wouldn't have met all the awesome people that I did, nor had the awesome experiences that I have had. But I also wouldn't have experienced a lot of pain. And not that I'm saying that I regret it, because I don't regret it, but I'm just saying for you, if you're in a job or a location that you absolutely hate and you just need to get out, just like do something else, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna park now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.